Yeah, so we're at 850,000 square feet right now of greenhouse space. Indoor houseplants, tropical foliage, about 300,000 square feet total. And then the rest of the nursery is filled up with spring annuals. We're starting to get into perennials a little bit more. And then our MX propagation area, which is where we're at right now. But that's all of our young plant production. It's roughly 20 acres, a little bit larger, but on the same site that my grandparents started the place on, and have just been expanding ever since. My name is Tanner Fessler, and we're here at my family's nursery, Fessler Nursery, located in Woodburn, Oregon. It was started by my grandparents in 1960. My dad came back, and then my aunt and uncle are both back as well. And then I'm third generation back here. Getting to hang out with the employees, having them be like family to us. We have a lot of employees that have been with us 15 plus years. I grew up, out here randomly, and so some of the employees that know me from when I was a little kid are still with us. So I think that's really cool. And then suppliers like BioTherm, just this industry, it's not a huge industry, so it's really cool because a lot of people, you kind of feel like you know everyone. And so the people are great. Yeah, so in here we have under bench heating all off the boilers, and then in our indoor houseplant tropical foliage range we have the cascading floors, and so both have bottom heat. And our cascading floors, it's been really beneficial, being able to use that area as more propagation while still having the capability of using flood irrigation. Here in the MX, for all of our young plants, the bottom heat is crucial to get the cuttings going, especially in the winter when it saves us on heat. Just our efficiency overall with the boilers, we've upgraded everything to high efficiency boilers. The bottom heat just saves us keeping the heat a little bit closer to the root zone. So my dad and uncle both started with BioTherm years and years ago. I think the MX here, which is the range we're standing in, was built maybe 20 years ago. And when we put in the benches, all of the bottom heat came from BioTherm. And then in the houseplant range, with the flood floor, with the cascading floors, I believe that was at least 10 to 15 years ago that we started. So we've been working with them for 20 plus years, I'd say. And just from day-to-day projects and upgrades that we need help with, or even just advice on, hey, what are you seeing in the industry? What are you guys seeing from an energy point of view? How can we increase our efficiency? Outside consultants, everything. So been a really good tool to lean on and use. So it's been great so far, and Les, getting to know him at the trade shows and starting to be able to call on him and ask questions and pick his brain. I'm young, so I have a lot of questions and a lot to learn, so it's been great having him as a resource for us. All right, so now we're in our houseplant range, and so this is where we grow all of our indoor tropical foliage. And so in this area, it's about 300,000 square feet worth of indoor space. And so here we're standing on our cascading floors. So these we got from BioTherm probably about 10-15 years ago. Basically how these floors work is the water gets pumped up from the ground and then slowly makes its way across the floor. And then we hold it there for a certain period of time, depending on how long we want to water for. And then in the center of the house is where it starts draining. All the water gets recaptured, everything gets recirculated, goes through a filter, and we're able to reuse everything. By watering from underneath, it helps prevent some disease from the tops of the plants and keeps the roots nice and happy. And then in the floors here, everything is heated. So in the winter months, it's really nice. We have all the slab heat in here, and so we save on our above heaters, all of our modine, even though we have high efficiency heaters. It's really nice to have it in the bottom heat.